Trying to see Compton. The industry can hate me. Fuck them all and they mama. How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body. I'm John Stockton. Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up the score with him. Walking down whole time, I know he got some hoe on him. Pull on him, extortion, money to flow on him. Say Drake,
What? Hey.
Hey, every time I hear it, this shit make me want to tears, dog.
Y'all know what it is. It's Friday. We live. Audible Sports Podcast. Where sports meets life and culture. And right now, this is the culture, baby. Shout out to Kendrick. Shout out to Drake for, eliminating them copyrights. So we are able to legally hit you with that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Hey, it's crazy in these streets right now, man. It's crazy. It's super crazy in these streets.
Crazy.
A lot to talk about. It is the Audible Sports Podcast. I'm Bobby G alone with my brother from another mother, Wildcard Mar. What's happening, Brody?
Yes, sir, man. Feeling good, feeling great, feeling good, man. I'm feeling better than Drizzy. Drizzy, you know who you ask. He got caught lacking in his rap beef. So,
but you know what? I'm gonna surprise you. I still got Drake up.
Oh, hey, man. But you know what? I know it's probably the leading subject we got on the topic, but I want to take it back to a couple of weeks back when this beef first started, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we talked about it over here on the podcast. And J. Cole dropped his joint, but then he took it back. It was like, yo, man,
right. I'm good.
J. Cole looked like the smartest one in this beef right now. And here's why I say this. Because, unfortunately, I think a couple of people took it a little bit too far. Drake's bodyguard ended up getting shot outside his mansion or some shit like that.
Big facts.
And then I thought about it. I'm like, that's why J. Cole was seeing something and felt something in his spirit and was like, nah. Because people take art and they take this rap stuff, and some people take it too serious. Mm-hmm. And we don't know who was part of it. We don't know, but hopefully, homeboy can have a full recovery and whatnot. But we don't know if they did that just because, hey man, you beefing with Kendrick K. Dowry, I'm gonna get you. We don't know. But the fact of the matter, we don't know if it's related or not. Regardless, it's unnecessary. And I know a lot of people was hating on J. Cole. We talked about it on the pod. I was like, J. Cole look kind of smart, man. If you don't feel it in your spirit, man, go ahead and back out. And because it's situations like that takes it from art and entertainment and rap, and it goes to another part of life that shouldn't have to go to. So how I see it, J. Cole was probably the smartest one in this whole little thing right here. Smartest one.
But that's the word going around. Also, I'm not like that. I 100% understand what people are saying, but it's like, honestly, I think Cole will watch both of them.
Oh yeah.
So it's like when people say, "Oh, Cole was dismissed," like, like Cole got something to say, but like Lyric, to me, I always thought he was the best.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. So people some like when they first came on, y'all could like, man, y'all talking about like, and again, we talked about it. It's that mental toughness and that mental fortitude and that belief in yourself to be able to do something like that. What he did. Because honestly, he could have said, "Yeah, I'm gonna sip side because I crushed both." And basically, he didn't want to get into this. Like, honestly, look at where it's going, man. We got, bro, he called this man a pedophile. This dude called this dude a wife beater.
I know.
Like
it's getting real personal.
Right. This ain't my block is better than your block beef. This is some charges might come out just in a few years.
Facts. Because I'm like you, bro. Hey, I've been called a lot of things under the sun. I've been called a lot of things under the sun. I'm telling you. But if you call me a pedophile, we gotta talk,
bruh. We got hands is coming.
We gotta have a real conversation. You know what I'm talking about? Like we gotta, like when that line came out, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute,
right?
Wait, you gonna let this stand? I mean, you better come out and finish that, like, because that goes beyond rap. That
Absolutely.
goes beyond a little rap beef, little entertainment thing. No, bro, we gotta have a real conversation. You call me a petty? Oh, nah, bro. Nah, man.
Absolutely.
You call me a wife beater? Nah, man. We gotta have a real conversation, dog, for real.
I'm saying. And speaking of conversations, before we really get into that, because that's of course our first topic of the day. If you're just now joining us for the first time, or if you've been here before and heard what we do and you like what we do, go ahead, follow the directions on your screen. Go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn your notifications on, so you know the next time we are in here talking that talk, which is every Friday, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. So we appreciate you doing that. And of course, the rundown today, hey, the beef grilling at the cookout, man. We got Drake versus Kendrick. The NFL news / NBA news. We got Austin Rivers and lost his damn mind talking about he could be a Pro Bowler. Nah, he didn't say that, but he says 30 dudes in the NBA that could be NFL players. Not one, not two, not three, not 30 of them.
30? That's a lot, dog.
And it didn't take long for somebody to fire back him, James Jones of Speak. Yeah. You know what? I definitely got to give a dub to James Jones and that beat, but we'll get to that. We also talk about these NFL playoffs heating up, man. Some good series going on. Ant-Man is turning into that dude before our very eyes. What him and the Timberwolves are doing. OKC looking good. Luka and Kyrie doing their thing. My Cavs woke up last night. Indiana, New York. Yeah, Indiana, New York looking like an old New York Pacers here. Like the playoffs are outstanding right now as we get into that. And of course, as we do, we're going to finish up with that Fit Friday challenge for male mental health. Y'all know how we do. Take care of yourselves and each other, but we'll get to that a little bit later. Shout outs and honorable mentions.
Yes,
first, shout out to the WNBA. WNBA preseason underway. Hey, we've seen Caitlin Clark on the court. We've seen Reese on the court. We've seen Camilla on the court. We see a lot of top rookies on the court. They're not disappointing. They're providing a nice glimpse into the future of what the WNBA can and should be. Also, shout out to the WNBA. This has announced the expansion. They'll begin the team in Canada who will begin play in the 2026 season. So a couple seasons from now, going to the 6th. All I'm saying is a certain freshman, now sophomore, might be available for that top pick, which, will probably be awarded to the expansion franchise. So, Juju, study up on your French. You might be going to Canada, sis.
Yeah. For real.
But yeah, shout out to all the draftees in the WNBA. Shout out to the WNBA in general, especially my aces. We going for that three-peat, you know. Chip Kelly in the news for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Coming out that he was unable to understand black players.
No surprise.
It isn't, but it's wild. Like, why? My first question would be like, why now? You know, like,
yeah.
That man, like, he's been out of the NFL for
a minute. Yeah.
Absolutely. He's not even a college head coach at the moment.
Right.
So why now? Exactly.
But don't you feel like this is kind of like a resurface of some things? Because we kind of heard rumblings about this when he was first leaving Philly, and went to San Francisco. What's going on, Alan? So it's kind of weird that this is coming out now. It's just like I'm with you, man. The timing of it doesn't make sense at all. The timing is definitely weird. I'm trying to understand whoever is reporting this, what do they get out of dropping this news now? So
right,
yeah, whatever.
And it's just coming off the heels of I guess I don't know. I'm not sure if it was announced on there or where the comment came from, but I believe it did. The was the 1025 podcast, 2510 podcast. Essentially, Shady McCoy and Deshaun Jackson have started their own podcast. I can't remember what order they put the numbers in, 1025 or 2510. They've started their own thing. Shout out to those brothers. Can't lie, I'm not the hugest fan of LaShawn McCoy's commentary most time. He says some outlandish things, but he can definitely speak on this knowledgeably. One of the things he said was basically Chip Kelly traded him to Buffalo to die. That's crazy because we kind of heard the same Odell Beckham say the same thing about the Giants when he was traded to Cleveland, even though, to my knowledge, several conversations were had prior to that trade being made, not only between Odell and our then GM, but between Jarvis Landry, his bestie, and himself. Like, bro, you really want to come to Cleveland? We can make this happen. So, like, and the same thing with LaShawn McCoy. It's like, yeah, Buffalo may have been bad at the time, but I think the Eagles took the best trade offer available. You mean to tell me if somebody wouldn't have came, we'll give you 3 first-rounders for LaShawn McCoy, he still would have traded you to Buffalo? No, bro, it's a business. So, I tend not to believe, they sent me here to die. Come on, man. That's extreme. That's extreme.
Yeah. You're a little bit on the extreme side, my guy.
But I was about to get any shout outs, honorable mentions you got before we get into the good stuff.
Nah, man. Just a quick shout out. I definitely want to shout my brother out, Bobby G, man. My man was dealing with.
Appreciate you, bro.
Nah, for real, man. Yeah. We didn't air last week. My man was dealing with some situations, and we are allowed as human beings to take that time out from, whatever else we need to go on to take care of real shit. So, man, I'm always here for you, my brother. Anything you need, don't ask for money. I'm broke as shit. Don't ask.
Get a couple dollars, man. Let me hold something.
Yeah, I can help you out with anything but money. So I'm there for moral support, an ear to lean on, someone to talk to. Just don't ask me for no money. I ain't there yet. Nah, man. Shout out to my brother, man. My man's doing a lot of things behind the scenes to get an Audible podcast known, to be seen from the world. So, man, I just want to make sure that you're good and anything you need mentally, man.
I appreciate you, brother.
My brother.
I appreciate you and thank you.
So, for sure, man.
Enough about me. We got them coming in. Keep you coming. We love communicating, talk to the people. Hey, Ronald, what's up with my boy Big Ron?
What's up, Big
Cole will definitely watch both of them.
Yes, he would.
Austin's correct in a way. Wemby got robbed of Defensive Player of the Year.
You was doing good till you said that. Also, good. We'll talk about it though. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, when we get to the NBA part, we definitely in on that. But who else you got? Rod says, shout out to Rod, man. It's one of our regulars. Hey, what up?
Rod, good
DMV
people.
next comedian.
Yeah. He
I like it.
Rod,
okay.
Yeah, he's doing his thing. He's been doing a lot of stand up comedy, little appearances with mics. He trying to do his thing, man. He's really trying to do it, and he got some good material, man. So y'all keep your eyes and ears peeled for Rod Uncensored, man. He might take over the comedy game soon enough.
All right, we'll do. We're gonna have to have him on then. Yeah, give us a little set on the show, man. This camera is irritating me, man. Oh my god. Just keep on keeping on. It's just trying. It's trying to. They just don't want us. They don't want us to talk about this beef. That's what it is, But they don't want us to talk about this situation right here.
They don't. It's cool. We're gonna talk about it.
Oh, right there. Oh, you can explain. Man, listen, man.
You know what?
I don't think Wimby got robbed. The boy is 8 feet, 9 feet, 13. He should be blocking 5 shots a game, first off. But the biggest reason I think he didn't win is because if not him, who else? No, not even lose the team, but if not him, who else? They don't really have great defenders on the team, so if not him, who?
That's true.
Like whereas Rudy Gobert is literally, he's the captain. He's calling the plays. He's surrounded by other good defenders. Like Ant plays both ends.
Sure does.
Rudy is also making up for the fact that Karl Anthony Towns is not a great defender.
That is true.
Like that's why they spent 5 first rounders to go get him. But yeah, it is what it is. He'll have his time. He's gonna win 7 in a row, and everybody knows it. So, he's a rookie. He got his rookie of the year. Sit down, be humble, young man. That's.
Nah,
I be easy to transition NBA players, grass to play. Oh, we're gonna get to that one. Yeah, that's gonna be a fun one. Get to Austin Rivers and his big mouth.
Oh my God. Come on, man. Austin Rivers smoking that good shit.
Yeah, man, it's about to bring the broom out. Oh, we're gonna talk about that too. But first, we're gonna get this beef out the way. SGA should have been MVP. I can't all the way disagree with you. Yeah.
No arguments.
But only thing I'll say is this. There's that potential because Jalen Williams is dynamite. Chet Holmgren is dynamite.
Yeah.
There is a world in which I could see Oklahoma City making the playoffs if SGA wasn't on the team. I don't think the Nuggets are a playoff team if Joker isn't on the team. And I think that was a difference.
That's fair.
Say Rudy 7'2". 7'2". He ain't 7 foot, 8 foot 12. With an Earth wingspan, the man could hug Earth.
Hey, so let's audible. Let's go ahead and audible because look like
they trying to get to it.
So let's talk about this NBA real quick. So
yes, sir.
I'm with you, Bobby. Here's why I see why Rudy got the Defensive Player of the Year award. Now the numbers look good from Wembanyama. Cool. I'm not debating that. It's kind of like what you said. If Wembanyama doesn't make those defensive plays, then who's gonna make them? There's nobody else on that team that's defensive. So you being a good defensive player on a bad defensive team, I mean that's nothing special. I don't think like that's like at that
it's
point.
Like being the top scorer on the trash team.
Yeah,
you're averaging 40 points a game for the freaking Detroit Pistons. You ain't special.
No, you look that damn good because everybody else around you is that damn trash. So I can't reward you for that. I mean, my thing is Rudy Gobert is playing elite defense on an elite defensive team. Y'all saw what they did to the Nuggets in the first 2 games. Come on. That takes skill. That takes talent to shut down a very well-rounded, damn good lineup that the damn Nuggets got.
They watched
Somebody
Nuggets without They did.
Somebody name me a more well-rounded starting five than the Denver Nuggets. I'll wait. It's hard to knock that down. You know what I'm saying?
It's like me and Tony Yayo. Come on, hey, put some respect on Yayo's name.
But I mean, it's like Rudy takes pride in playing defense. He's asked to do that. That's what they traded all them first round picks for him. There's a reason why Cat was salivating at his mouth when they made the trade, because he's like, yo, there's a lot of dirty work that I don't have to do no more. That is all given to Rudy now. Cat couldn't wait. Matter of fact, Cat picked him up at the airport, said, come on, man, I got you. Welcome to Minnesota. This is where you're going to be staying at. He like, yo, bro, you got a whole section of my mansion right here. It's right here. It's so have it. So it is, and at the same time, like, Rookie of the Year is a more special award for Wembanyama. Now, if Chet would have won it, then y'all would have went crazy. Oh, why didn't Wembanyama win it? Why didn't he win it? He got his award. I don't see why you need to give him Defensive Player of the Year award just based off of stats, because they're inflated. Everybody else can't do the defense around him. He's there to be a superstar, and he was a superstar on a trash team. Now they got to do better as a franchise to put pieces around him to elevate him more. I bet you if they make the playoffs next year, you'll get Defensive Player of the Year award. But I can't reward you for being the best defensive player on the last place team, probably in the bottom 5 of the league. Just my thoughts, but you know.
All right, just for the numbers' sake, the Timberwolves led the league in defensive rating, without at 109 even. Without Rudy Gobert, the defensive rating falls to almost 114, which would be 13th in the NBA. So
that's a big drop
right there, exactly. Whereas the San Antonio Spurs were the 4th worst team with Wembanyama. They were the 4th worst team in defensive rating. So, and obviously without him, it would get worse. But right now, individually,
ain't that much of a difference.
Exactly. So, with him, like, and individually, he's great. But he has to learn how to play team, translate that into team defense. That's the difference. That's the difference between the two. Rudy Gobert, and that comes with experience. He'll get that. Maybe over the summer, but yeah, that being a great individual performer is one thing. You got to learn how to fit that team into it. How to make your brethren better. You can't tell me that Anthony Edwards isn't a better defender today than he was his rookie year. He was a rookie when they got Gobert. He's not a better defender today than he was then because of Rudy Gobert.
Big fact.
He's allowed to be himself on defense because, hey, if I mess up, hey, I got the Stifle Tower back there to make up for my mistakes. So, yeah. But Wemby's coming, man. Wemby, yeah, he's gonna win about 6 or 7 DPOIs.
Yeah, he'll get his. He'll get his.
No, right. He needs to hit the win. Yeah, he's some Mrs. Barbecue. Yeah, he put that weight on. Not too much because it might mess up his hand on his bobble in his outside game. But, yeah. Defense is all individual effort. That's true. No, it's not. No, it is not. It is. That's why the award doesn't really go. If you look at the players that win Defensive Player of the Year, nine times out of 10, they're the captain, and this word gets thrown around. The anchor. Yep. They're the anchor. That doesn't mean they're the last line of defense, but it does mean is they call the shots on defense. Kawhi Leonard's, Rudy Gobert's, the Dwight Howards, the Ben Wallace's. Look at the guys who, even though, hey, in his prime, LeBron James was probably the best on ball defender in the league. Like, he could guard 1 through 5. Never right. He wasn't really the shot caller for our teams on defense. Or the Heat. But when it came down to it, he would say, hey, give me Derrick Rose. And he'd lock Derrick Rose up. But it usually goes to the guy who calls the shots on those defenses. And again, Wemby will will definitely turn into that guy. Ain't nobody on the Wolves to really
Yeah,
depend on
Ronald.
Rudy for being
I can
right.
respect his enthusiasm about it. I can respect it. I can respect your take, Ron. You know,
Yeah.
hey, that's the point of the podcast. We gonna agree to disagree. We ain't gonna always agree. I like your takes, but at the end of the day, like I said, what? Hey,
Fuck,
like, what movie was that? It was I can't remember the movie. Shorty was homeboy took Shorty home, and he was about to get with her, and then she was like, hold on, let me take this off, and then let me take this off. She was taking off took off her hair, and she took off
I'm gonna get you, sucker.
I'm gonna get you something, yeah. So it's like, you know, you can't dress up nothing ugly with something pretty like Wembanyama and think that it's changing anything different. The skeleton of the team is still trash, man. It's still ugly. Defensively, they not gonna stop nobody. So if Wembanyama comes off that floor, they definitely not stopping nobody. With him, they barely stopping somebody. I mean,
Yeah.
I
see,
get
Ron,
your point.
it's not a contradiction, though. Yeah, I said, yeah, Carl Anthony is not a great defender. That's why they went to get Rudy. And look at where they were then. They were one of the worst defensive teams in the league. Remember, Jimmy Butler calling them out. Y'all boys don't want to play basketball. Y'all ain't tough. Y'all ain't this. You go get Rudy, now they're the best defensive team in the league. How's that a contradiction? That's because of Rudy.
Mm-hmm. He changed.
It could have been because of Jimmy if they had kept him, like they were smart. But it is that's neither here nor there. It is what it is.
That's a different conversation.
Yeah. Right now, it's because of Rudy.
Mm-hmm. Because they still be giving up the cheeks if Rudy went there, bro.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna be completely like I'm not naive. The award was given to Rudy. I'm gonna say 20% because of his reputation. So I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But
fair.
Rookies just don't win mainstream awards like that. Look at the last rookie I can remember winning the prestigious award was Ben Gordon. Won sixth man as a rookie because they didn't want to give him Rookie of the Year. Because who won Rookie of the Year that season?
What year was that? 04?
I can't even remember. Because that was the Baby Bulls. Him and Heinrich and Lou All was all rookies. And Ben Gordon was putting up 20 off the bench. And he had a legitimate argument for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
But they gave him sixth man of the year. I can't remember what season was that. But other than that, I can't remember a rookie winning a major award that outside of Rookie of the Year. Jamal Murray.
My brother's keeper. Y'all wilding tonight, bro.
It's not a team award. It's not a team award. It's an individual award. But again, look at the players that win it. They win it because of what they do for their team. Draymond anchoring the Golden State Warriors. Like what they do. And again, the Warriors are one of the best defensive teams in the league during Draymond's run. Like the best individual. Dude, Pat Beverly honestly has been the best defender in the NBA for how long? Never sniffed the award. Like Tony Allen. Guys like that. Marcus Smart. How long did it take him to really get recognized? Because the Celtics as a team suck. And it took for them to be the best team in the league for Marcus Smart to get to overcome the fact that the team was so trash defensively. I'm telling you, look at the history of the war. It doesn't go to the best defenders.
Yeah. It goes to the best defender on the best defending team.
Yeah. Indiana Pacers, when Ron Artest won his. The Pacers as a team were mine. Hell, you could have gave it to Jermaine O'Neal. You could have gave it to Stack 5. You got Ron Artest. He was the best. He was the anchor. He was the leader of the defense. He was the shot caller.
Do people still hate on Rudy because of 2020? Oh, yeah.
Rudy not announcing credit. I don't, but you don't put it like this. You don't see Rudy getting dunked on when Ant get beat.
I know Shaq has some points, but at some point you gotta let that shit go. Like, I ain't the
I
biggest
love
Rudy
it.
fan, but I gotta give Rudy his props otherwise I'm a hater if I'm just hating on Rudy just for the hell of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't rock like that, man.
Yeah, people hate on him just because he's French and his reputation. I mean, he got choked out by Draymond. That, the man's not a tough guy. We know this. You can't hate on the man for not being a tough guy. Come on, man. He's not a bully. He
And he's
does his
French.
job and he goes home.
And he's French.
Yeah, he's French.
He's easy to hate on. But I'm not just going to hate on him just for the hate, just to do it. I mean, hey,
Rudy Gobert's the Drake of the NBA right now. All right, man. I'm done dealing with this character.
That's good. That's good, dog. That's hilarious. He's the Drake of the NBA.
He's the Drake of the NBA right now.
Hey, that's hilarious.
Oh man, man. I'm so tired of dealing with this camera. There we go.
That cameraman trying to fight you today, dog. What's up?
Yeah, like it's not easy being me today. I don't know what it is, man. It's worse than it usually is. But
Put it, man.
yeah. I mean, aside from Rudy Gay, can we just talk about what the Timberwolves are doing to the Nuggets in general? I think they got everybody shocked. They are playing basketball.
Yeah, they got them shook, bro.
Yeah. I know Allen hit us with the SGA should have been MVP. Right now, it's looking like Ant-Man should have been MVP, bro. Like, that man is doing his thing. He's becoming a man. He's becoming the face of the NBA before our very eyes. And here's the telling thing. And I want this message to reach. If you know Antonio Brown, get this message to him. Anthony Edwards literally told a woman to terminate her pregnancy. And they still trying to make him the face of the NBA. That's how good he's doing his job.
Yo,
think about it. Think about it. There's text proof that this man, hey, I ain't trying to be your baby daddy. Get an abortion. And they are still trying to make him the first face of the NBA. How good do you have to be to overcome something like that? Antonio Brown, if you stop acting like a nut, like, you could be forgiven too. But nah, you went and talked yourself out of the NFL. I swear for God, man, I hate Antonio Brown so much.
Nah, he's ridiculous. He needs to stay away from all cameras at all times. For real.
Yeah, Ant getting it done, man. I can't remember the last time I saw a defending champion get treated like this in a playoff series. Like, not only do you lose the first two games at home, but it wasn't, bruh, it's like watching Apollo fight Drago.
It was a beatdown. It was a beatdown. Whooped up on him. They whooped up on him. It wasn't even fair. So I'm with you, man. It's and just the fact that Minnesota went in their house and kicked their feet up, grabbed their own drink, smacked their old lady on the ass, fixed their own plate. I mean, they went in there and just, they went in there and just made themselves comfortable at home, man. They like it wasn't
PBL jersey.
PBL jersey. Wasn't even fair, man.
But yeah, Joker, look, Nas Reed is playing hell like that. The game plan that they put together to play this team is just outstanding. You see, the veterans step up. Mike Conley stepping up when needed. Ant-Man is being consistent. Cat, it's beautiful to see Cat fell into the road. I think that's the thing that makes me more proud of this team is Cat was the man. Ant-Man came in, proved to be the better player. Cat has every right to kind of fight for his position, to say, I'm the man on this team. But he didn't. He sat back, said, "You know what? This dude might be better than me. He might have it right now. Either way, I'm just gonna settle into my role." And that's made them the team that they are.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of the same way Jamal did for the Nuggets. Remember, him and Joker came up together, and it was kind of whose team is it? And then Jamal had the ACL tear, and Joker kind of took off. And when he came back, he could have tried to challenge Joker for that number one spot, but he didn't. He settled into that number two role. They won a championship. The roster construction, very similar to the Nuggets. Matter of fact, I think isn't the Timberwolves GM? He used to work for the Nuggets, I believe, and kind of basically put the team together to beat the Nuggets. And it's hey, he getting it done. He getting it done because they're doing the damn thing. But can they finish? That's the question. Can they get it done?
They can't let off the gas. They absolutely cannot let off the gas. When you got the world champs down, shaking, you got them against the ropes. You got to finish the job, man. We'll see tonight because I think they play later on tonight, if I'm correct. And we'll see how the Nuggets how they respond at home. I'm expecting them to. I think this series goes 7 only because you have some championship grit about you. You got to have some championship fight about you. And right now, you're getting punked right now, and you can't go out like this. So they got to find a way to get right. But I'm not surprised that they're struggling with the Timberwolves, is because I thought that for sure that they will be the only team that would test the Nuggets size wise. With their starting 5 with Gobert and with Cat being down low, and then of course I'm with you. Ant-Man plays both sides of the court, plays offense, plays defense. Nas Reed, who won 6 Man of the Year, he's a good contributor, but he's there for primarily defense. And then McDaniels, he's a defensive guy that they missed last year because he broke his hand. Remember, he hit the wall, and that made a huge difference in that series last year.
He pulled a Stoudemire.
Yeah. So had he not, done something silly like that and broke his hand, I'm not saying that the Wolves would have won, but they would have definitely been a different team with him on the floor defensively for sure.
I got a question for you. Though.
Yeah, go ahead.
How about Timberwolves? It's about the Nuggets. Joker's attitude. The people let it go. Oh my God, he just does his job and come home. He act like he doesn't want to be here. Is the pressure going to be on? Let's say they get swept. Is the pressure not going to be on Nikola Jokic? They get swept in this series about his attitude.
It needs to.
He seems to lack passion.
It needs to.
Like, remember, when's the parade? The parade. No, I can't do the parade. I want to go home. Not like it was cute that you really did, basketball seems secondary and you don't pay attention to all these things you went out and won a championship. You did it. But now, is that same attitude going to get you in trouble if y'all get swept in the series? Because the thing that people love about Ant is his passion for the game. Him coming out and saying, I don't want to rest. I want to play as many games. I want to play. If I'm healthy, I'm playing. And him playing both ends of the court. We see everybody seeing the highlight of the block, him hitting his head on the back of the backboard. Like the effort, he puts max effort every time he's on the court. And you are like, Joker is just kind of, hey, we didn't win. We got to play better. Is that attitude going to come into question if they get swept?
For me, it would, because my thing is you keep winning MVPs, you won a championship, and despite what people want to say, I mean, he's kind of, he's one of those names that, especially international now. He's international now with the NBA game. He's one of those names that people are going to talk to that you associate with the NBA. So, if we do it to KD, we do it to LeBron, we do it to everybody else whose name is associated with NBA. His name is up there associated with the NBA now. So, hell yeah, the scrutiny needs to come. And I don't see why it shouldn't. You know, when your name is up there as association with NBA, hey man, whether you like it or don't like it, it comes with the territory of it. You know, you 3-time MVP now. You know, there's going to be scrutiny that comes. They're going to microscope you at every chance they get. I mean, that's just part of the territory. LeBron didn't want it, but LeBron knew it was coming. KD, as much as he hates the stuff that does with the media, he knows it's coming. You don't get to move throughout NBA life with 3 MVPs and a championship and act like it's all wins the parade.
Right.
You know, let me get back to all that lax shit goes out the window, bro. Like you just gotta know how to deal, and you know, he just gotta understand how to deal with the pressures that come with being a superstar. I mean, he's an international superstar. I mean, whether you like Jokic or don't, he's an international superstar because people are going to associate his name, his face with NBA, and that just comes with the territory. And he'll probably stay the same, knowing him and how we seen him move throughout the years. He'll probably still want to stay the same, real low key under the radar, and that's fine. But it's not going to absolve you from this scrutiny. They're gonna talk about you on all the NBA shows. TNT fellas still gonna talk about you, whether you doing this or doing that right. It ain't gonna absolve you from none of that, and it ain't gonna absolve you from getting talked about on the Audible podcast. Playboy, we gonna talk about you. If we feel that you being too lax is not helping the team break through that glass ceiling, because winning one championship is one thing. Now you gone from the hunter to the hunted.
Right.
So that comes with a different type of target on your back, and you got to deal with that now. That's just the name of the game, man. He better be ready for it. It's because it's here. Matter of fact, it's here now.
Yeah, Minnesota's definitely looking up to the challenge. Another team looking up to the challenge. OKC, the number 1 seed in this thing. In their series, tied 1-1. Luka and Kyrie came to play in game 2. To even up the series.
I don't know what happened in game 2, bro. Oof.
These of all the super tandems that you want to call, and being accused of kind of playing your turn, my turn. I think that's a tandem I want to see the least. It's Kyrie Irving and Luka, because Kyrie. He's a bucket. Like he's a bucket.
He's special.
He's a superstar. He gets people through them turnstiles. Luka, true superstar. Again, every time I talk about Luka, thank you LA Clippers for creating this monster that we see every night.
Such a disappointment, the Clippers.
Shout out to Donald Sterling's ex-girlfriend. Clipped. Look out for that series coming soon. I want to see that show so bad.
I can't wait for it.
But can OKC's youth overcome the talent and just the vet? Like, Luka's not a champion, but he's been in tough playoff battles and won them. Kyrie is a champion. He's been through the battles and come out on top. Can OKC's youth overcome what these two can do as a tandem?
Only if they get Dallas into kind of like last night, where they got some of their big men into foul trouble. Right. And what that means is that OKC can't settle for the perimeter shot. They have to drive and try to, even if you don't make the shot. I mean, you got to go in there and make Dallas feel like, hey, I'm going to go to the cup every time, every chance I get, even if I don't, execute it. You either going to foul me or I'm going to make it. So one of the two. They got to get their big man into trouble, and then when they do get him into trouble, is take advantage of it, because I think where Dallas lacks at is the depth on that bench to come in and still be competitive past your starting five if some of those big man forwards and centers get into foul trouble.
Right.
And I think that's kind of what we ran into last night. SGA was getting into it. Williams was getting into it. Chet Holmgren every now and then was finding his shot. I think Josh Giddey, he got to find his wave in this series at some point in time.
Right.
So if I'm Dallas, I'm kind of happy that Josh Giddey hasn't gotten into his groove yet, because I think once you get all about 4 or 5 of those guys going, Lou Dort starts making corner threes, and that's when you're really into trouble. So
Right.
they can make it past this series. This is probably another series I see go to 7.
Yeah. Yeah. My thing would be like you can PJ Washington can't have a double.
Yo, he went
can't,
off.
He can't have almost 30. He had 29, 11 rebounds. He can't have that. Yeah, Kyrie offensively I'm going to say offensively, shooting wise wasn't effective. Kyrie, who's not a passer, had 11 assists.
Mm-hmm.
That can't happen.
Yeah.
Tim Hardaway Jr. contributed off the bench. Josh Green contributed off the bench, and then Luka was Luka. You can't let all that happen.
Mm-mm.
Your best player, SGA, scored 33 points. It was a tough 33.
They made him murder.
And yeah, where's I need, and again the youth thing. We got to step up. Chet, I need more than 11 from you. Dort, I need more than 8, and I need you to play. We need better defense on PJ. Again, you just mentioned Josh. Yeah, definitely need you to step up. Nobody on the bench in double figures for OKC, who usually gets the best bench production in the league. That's one of the things that got them where they are, their depth. Because statistically, you can look at this, and if you just name the stat, OKC shot 47% from the field, the Mavericks shot 46%. OKC shot 33% from 3, the Mavericks shot 48%. That would probably be the only disparaging stat. Free throws, OKC shot 94% into the game. The Mavericks only shot 70%. Rebounding, +3 for the Mavericks, but that's not terrible. 3 rebounds. Assists, 30-25. Blocks, 6-6. Turnovers, 10-10. Points in the paint, OKC with 10 more paint points.
Yeah.
And even a foul situation, only 3 more fouls, or they had 3 less fouls than Dallas. So that's in their favor. And you lost this game almost by double digits at home. And that's why I'm praying, man, that youth. You saw at the end of the game, just Luka's experience, playoff experience, and being in tough games, pulled him through. I'm not agree. I think it goes 7, but I don't know who wins. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna say if it goes 7 games, I gotta give the edge to that. I see Kyrie Irving with the ball in his hand and less than 10 seconds on the clock.
I was about to say it. I was going to go that way because at the end of the day, Dallas got the more clutch guy out of everybody on the floor. At the end of the day, I want Kyrie Irving with the ball in his hands with the 10 seconds left on the clock. Nobody else I want with the ball in their hand more than him. For real.
So not even the bros get the Dirt Devils.
Dirt Devils, I saw that. So here's the edge to Dallas is you got Kyrie Irving. And for them to still get that game with Kyrie's not his best, didn't get his best shooting performance. OKC got to be a little bit worried because what that means is you're not getting enough contributions from everybody else or from your starting 5 to do what y'all need to do to put that game away. They better hope that they can steal some games out of at least one of those games out in Dallas and go back to OKC either tied or up 1 because the closer called Kyrie Irving, the closer, he'll shut that door on you real quick, man.
Yes, he will. Just ask Steph Curry. Thank you, Kyrie.
He'll shut it on you real quick, man.
Yep, real quick. Over to the other side of the map, the East, man. Game going on right now in the series that's looking very entertaining. Knicks up 3 on the Pacers right now. Game 3 in Indiana being played. Knicks up 2-0 in that series. What do you think about that series so far?
I love it. Doesn't it give you the old school Reggie Miller, Allen Houston, John Starks,
Yep.
feel to that series like mid 90s.
Yeah.
It gives such a very gritty feel.
Yep.
But I was worried. I was worried for the Pacers, and this is why I was worried. Is the perimeter defense. I was worried
Deep
about
perimeter, interior. So I'll just call them the Pacers. You can't call them Indiana because it ain't no D. It's just the Pacers.
Hey, because at the end of the day, Jalen Brunson over there cooking on them boys. So something serious, bro.
Yeah.
He's cooking on them.
And I can't stand Jalen. You know how I feel about Jalen Brunson. How is he doing it? How is he doing it? That man is just, oh my, nothing about him says NBA player.
And he's doing it with ease, dog.
Yeah, just buckets. Jalen Brunson can't be stopped. What is going on, man?
What I think he would put a 40 in game 1 and like 33 or in the next, something like that in game 2.
Yeah, because he had like 4 straight games of 40 points going back to the Philly series. Like the guy, I hate Jalen. He's just like, how?
But you know what? I give credit to everybody else on the Knicks. DiVincenzo been stepping up.
Oh yeah, he's that man. Is
Josh Hart's been stepping up. It's like the whole the Villanova crew been stepping up for the Knicks, bro. The whole Villanova crew been stepping up for him, bro.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned it. How in the hell is Josh Hart giving you like 15 rebounds a game?
Doing it on both ends.
Yeah, and I can't even say it's like, oh, because they playing the Pacers and the pace of the game is so fast. It's just no, because he was doing it on Philly.
Mm-hmm.
The man was getting more rebounds than Embiid.
Yeah, he was. It's it's literally been a whole contribution from everybody on this Knicks team. And look, I guess we'll go ahead and address the elephant in the room. The Pacers are not happy with the officiating that went on in Madison Square Garden. And I understand that. And I feel you. But, there was a couple of players in your starting 5 that was pretty shooting horrifically, so I don't blame it everything on the refs. I had some guys going from like 2 for 10, 2 for 11 in these first couple of games, and they in your starting 5, so I understand where Rick Carlisle is at, where some of the officiating, but I'm one of those people where you can't put the game in the hands of referees when half of your starting 5 is shooting way below 50%. I'm talking about they shooting 20%, 25% and shit. So I feel what you're saying, Rick Carlisle, because I don't have a dog in this race. So I'm looking at the officiating. I'm like, ooh, that's kind of iffy, So I feel
the first 2 games was in New York.
Yeah, they're in New York, and they the home team.
Blame it on the goose. Guys getting loose. Blame it on Patron. Blame it on the may just a couple 2 minutes too long in the 40-40. Maybe they stayed out a little past curfew.
Hey man,
that could affect you late game situations. You feeling more tired than usual. We've all been there. Yeah. Maybe you started game 2, because you know what? After that madness, I need a drink. And maybe they started game 2 a little bit, like, man, let me get an extra Gatorade.
Hey, for real.
Let me get an IV. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I was hurt a little bit.
That's neither here nor there. But yeah, I 100% agree with you, man. They just this series probably even if it was a sweep, this probably end up being the most entertaining series of the second round, because they are. If Indiana just played a little bit of defense, this series really would be a throwback to kind of the late 90s basketball. If they played a little bit of defense. Miles Turner's been playing like he's really dunking on people. Like the Halliburton. I don't know what's wrong with Halliburton, man.
Inconsistent, bro.
But is the injury that bad? Because he had the hamstring issue.
Well, but
and I know it can linger.
Yeah, but damn, he put up 6 points the other night. Like,
yeah,
we can't do that.
Yeah,
can't do that. But if that's here's another part of this series that I was worried about.
Yeah.
Halliburton, Pascal Siakam, and Turner. All three of them guys got to be in double figures every game. They have to. I just think they have to. Because
Absolutely.
Beyond those three, where's Indiana getting their offense from? Where they getting their production from?
Yeah, because you're missing Matherin. Like who would come in real handy right now?
Buddy Hield.
Buddy Hield. Yep.
But you sent him to Philly. Buddy Hield would be perfect right now. I was just thinking the same thing, bro. Hey, so you besides those three, if they're not producing, I don't see too many other options on where are you going to get your offensive production from, and that's going to be hard, especially the way that Josh Hart and even Chenjo are getting buckets.
Yeah, and the way they're just they're take away the butt, like they're just doing everything else you're not. They're getting all the 50-50 balls. They're on the floor. They're just scrap. They're the dudes that are just running around the gym that you're like, bro, just it's a pickup game. We ain't in the NBA. Just chill, bro. Like I'm just here to burn some calories. Like they're that annoying dude at the rec that's just boxing you out. The shot ain't even gone up, bro. Why are you boxing me out? That's who they are right now. Like they're
effort.
They 100%. They on 100.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as we on 100, we gone, and just them getting buckets is like a bonus because Jalen Brunson's averaging 80 points a game, so them getting buckets is a bonus. They're doing everything else that your players aren't. Indiana needs, and I don't think they have that player on their roster that can match the energy.
No. If they don't get tonight, like Ronald said, get your dirt devil. Get your dirt devil. I'm telling you, get it ready. Because I don't. Because that's why I haven't been harping on the officiating, is because I've been seeing the same thing you have. It's the effort that even Chenzo and Hart are playing with, and it's not like so. And I'm also not harping on the injury part where Halliburton, Jalen Brunson ain't 100%.
Yeah,
he was game
like ooh, to maximize your point and put it like right now. It's a minute to go before the half. Pacers up for 57-53. But honestly, this game, it just looks like game 1 and 2 is about to happen. Jalen Brunson has 9 points, but Dante has 15. Josh Hart has 9 rebounds at halftime.
That's ridiculous, bro.
Why is Josh Hart leading the game in rebounding?
That's effort, bro.
Right, but to be fair, hey, Tyrese Halliburton must be hearing you. He got 23 at halftime. But Pascal Siakam only got 6. What's going on, bro? Like, why can't my 2 leading men be leading men at the same time?
And that's what they need. They need Siakam. They need Halliburton, and they need Turner, all of them, to be in double figures. I said that going into the beginning of this series. I think I said it Monday on ILW show because I rock solo. I was like, if those 3 don't get into double figures, man, it's going to be hard for them to match what New York is doing. It because I had to apologize to New York. I had to apologize to Knicks and Knicks fans because I didn't see none of this happening because I didn't see him getting past Philly, but I should have known better. Trying to think any team with Embiid in Philly was going to eliminate somebody.
Right. And Miles Turner is dope figures. He'll have 12 going to the half. But the thing that bothers me, and again, is going to that effort. Miles Turner has 3 rebounds.
That's trash, bro.
Josh Hart, Precious Achiuwa, Alec Burke off the bench all have 3 rebounds or more.
That's terrible, bro.
Like you're getting out rebounded by 3 small forwards. 3 small forwards should not have more rebounds than my center.
Hey, Josh Hart plays the 3, bro.
The 3.
He plays the 3, bro.
And he got 9 rebounds.
Hey, bro, you can't make this up, dog.
9 rebounds to Miles Turner's 3.
You can't make it up.
I'm saying, like, make it make sense. But, and the Knicks are without the OG Anunoby. Also, you know, he got hurt last game. Well, was like, I don't know, man. The Knicks are just, they just hustling everybody, man. They're hustling and riding the back of Jalen Brunson and just effort, like literally. Which leads to the next series, the Celtics and the Cavs. Hey, my guys woke up last night. We got a dub. We took one in Boston. Evan Mobley finally played like a man. Darius Garland finally hit some timely jump shots. Our defense was on point, but I'm not gonna lie, Boston missed a lot of open shots. But I'm glad they missed them at home, because they missed them at home. Hey, the next game tomorrow night is in Cleveland, and believe it or not, Cleveland's actually one of the top 5 places you don't want. Like, that crowd, it gets loud in that building. I've been to playoff games. It get loud in that building. I ain't saying it's Madison Square. I'm not saying it's Sacramento. You know, when they're a playoff team, that building gets loud. But it gets loud in Cleveland, so hopefully they miss some of those jump shots tomorrow. But if they don't, I need Evan Mobley to play like a man again. Just give Donovan some help. That's all we need. I need the thing that we've been missing this whole playoff series is a consistent number 2. That's why the Orlando series went 7-2. Donovan Mitchell scored 50 points, all 18 points in the fourth quarter. If one person gets a bucket, we win that series in 6, not 7. Couldn't do it. Game 1 against Boston, we got washed.
Oh boy, did y'all?
Yeah, we got washed. Couldn't stop a nosebleed.
But y'all rebounded good last night, boy.
They did.
Ooh.
They did. Continue that, but we got our issue has been continuing that momentum from game to game. Game to game, we have not looked even in victory, even against Orlando. We won game 1 and game 2, and they look like 2 completely different games. We haven't been consistent game to game, and then obviously we lost both games in Orlando, which we look god awful. Hopefully we can get that consistency going. Hopefully this is a wake up call. Hey, we can play with anybody. We beat these guys, we play with anybody. So I hope they got that, because to Boston, I love their responses in the post game. They were all calm. Hey, we've been here before, basically. Yeah, we can't lose a game at home by 20. We know this, but last series they were in the same situation, and everybody's on their back. Oh, the Heat got you. Here we go again. Oh no. They 3-0'd them. Get these stews up out of here in a hurry.
Get them out of there.
Yeah, so Cavs, if y'all, get consistent and be on your game tomorrow, because if you ain't, this team will 3-0 you and get you up out of here real quick. You woke up the beast. Now be prepared to take that punch that's coming tomorrow.
Yeah, because it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming. I think you hit it right on the head. Good response from a beatdown in game 1, and then it served a beatdown in game 2. I think Cleveland needs to take advantage of Boston, who loves to play down to their competition, play with their food. For some reason, Boston loves playing with their food, and they leave people in the game sometimes to their own detriment. And I'm like, why are you, and I know they're missing Kristaps, but the fact of the matter is, you lace up your shoes, you still got a televised squad. Because for some reason, Derek White over here playing like he's a starter, like he's
he busted his ass game 1.
Bruh, like that man cut off his fro because I guess he got tired of the hairline jokes because that joint start back here, and he's like, man, I'm just gonna cut it off, go bald, and just start busting people's heads. So, no, man, I'm with you. Hey, to me, I think the key for Cleveland is Darius Garland. He's been there was a point in time where his ascension was pretty good, and you're like, oh man, he's gonna be one of those, you know, faces in that cluster of young fellas that's gonna be the next wave of stars. And then it is, I don't want to say he's descending, but it almost feels like he's just kind of floating and he's not climbing his ascension anymore. I may be reaching, but that's just kind of what it seems like to me, because when you got Donovan Mitchell dropping 40, 50 points, like, you should be somewhere around 25, 30 to help, you know, be that 1-2 combo that can be a problem for guys, where you see these guys on the schedule, and you be like, yo, man, I gotta deal with Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell. Shit, God, it's about to be a long day. But that also is a strength of Boston. Their perimeter defense is probably one of the better perimeter defense in the league. And issue that I have with Cleveland of their makeup is, for some reason, Cleveland has always been guard heavy on their roster, and I never understood that. And
also nice guy heavy.
To do what?
I said also nice guy heavy. That's what I'm tired of. Nice guy. Like, we historically have just taken these nice guys, and we go after free agents who are they're solid pickups, but they're nice guys. Like, to be fair, Strus, he got a little dog in him. He just is inconsistent as hell. But I agree with you, man. Like, keep on, man. Keep on speaking.
Nah, I think if Darius Garland can find his wave, and he don't need to go crazy, you know, dropping 40, 50 points, but he got it in him, man. He can drop, at least give you 20, 25. Yeah. You know, if he gives you that, I think you guys, you know, I think 20. You guys, but still, you get something like that from him on a consistent basis and kind of help take the load off of Donovan Mitchell. Then you know,
Jang, you talking about Niang?
He said he looks like he delivers pieces. That's
called him Jang.
That's hilarious. But I mean, you know,
Garland, he can't get 20. He can get you 20, 22. That's his, with another player. If it was just Darius Garland show by itself, I believe he gets you 25. But him being part of he gets 20, 22.
He needs to do it consistently and help Donovan out.
Absolutely.
You know, if that's not there, I think that's where the issue lies, because at the end of the day, you know, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, they may not kill it points wise every game, but you already know that they're going to play good perimeter defense, and their job is, even if they don't drop 25, they're still trying to hold the opposing guards to less than 20. You know, that's their main objective. So you got to help Donovan out. Donovan can't be putting up 50 points and losing like they did in Orlando. Like, that was crazy.
That was so terrible.
Bruh, when I saw he put up 50, and I'm like, wait, they lost? I was like, nah, this a lot, right?
Yeah, right.
Like, you bullshitting, right? Like, and I was like, oh damn,
yeah,
it was a game. Like, damn, man, this is wild. So,
and it's like, but I mean, despite what I think of George Niang, I would, if I could transplant his mentality and put it into Evan Mobley would be a top 10 player in the league.
Yeah,
because for some reason George Niang thinks he is like Tim Garnett. So I seen Lon yelled out at Pizza Man. He heard him say, he proceeded to sink both free throws and shrug his shoulder. He's a trash talker. He's trash. He likes to mix it up with the crowd. So I remember Ron, he said, sent me a couple videos of him at the Spurs and Cavs game in San Antonio. I think we won that game. Yeah, I think we did win that game. But Niang, I love the attitude he gives people. If he can give people that confidence in that, but he don't need to be on the court no more. That boy be wilding. He be out there thinking he Motar from above the rim or somebody. But back with you, I think the key is Mobley, man. If we need that dude something, man. I told beginning of the season, I told everybody, if Evan Mobley becomes during this season the second best player on the team, we have a chance to win the championship. If he doesn't, we don't. Right now, he hasn't. We don't. We still need that. We still need him. He gets pushed around too much on the block. We got to hit the weight room. I understand it takes time for the body to develop. That's his homework assignment for the summer. Bro, you in Cleveland, you have one of the greatest physical specimens in sports in your city. Boy, go to Myles Garrett's house and get on that weight program now.
For real.
Myles Garrett is jumping over whole offensive linemen.
For real.
How are you not reaching out to him? And Myles Garrett is a part owner of the Cavs. How are you not in contact with this dude?
For real. I mean, it's bruh, I'm with you on that. Yeah, hey Ron, that kinda goes back to what I was saying, where I think Cleveland is too guard heavy, and it's pretty much you either got guards or you got bigs, but I don't think you got anybody that can shut down wing players or lock up with them or have a solid wing player of your own. I know
but the problem is it's a Coro, but he's not consistent with the jumper, and he can't stay on the court.
You heading in the right direction. I was going to. Maybe a Coro. That's his summer assignment, man. He got to get in his jump shot bag, man.
Yeah. He did get better this year. He shot during the regular season, shot 40%. Obviously, in the playoffs a little bit tougher. That's dipped. I think he's in the playoffs shooting about 30. It dipped. It fell from 39 to 31. But at least he's not scared to shoot it. He's actually stepping up and shooting the ball. He just got to be consistent. Just got to get better and get confidence. He hit it last night, though. Last night, he hit like 3 or 4 of them. No.
I know it probably won't happen, but man, a Jimmy Butler would be great for y'all. Just as a 3, a solid 3 for y'all that can play the 3 and give you effort, mentality, and all that shit.
Well, not about that.
So
that's who we missing, man. Jared Allen, we need you back, man.
Yo, Jared Allen he does so much for you guys. Because he does a lot of good rim protecting and defensive assignments for you guys, and he gives you that option or second chance scoring opportunities because he's such a great rebounder. But he has that mindset in the paint. He ain't scared, man. That's what I love about Jared Allen, man. Definitely having him out doesn't help your chances to get past Boston, because I don't think Boston has any big man that can match Jared Allen's just effort. I don't think that.
He's
in his
one
energy.
Of them annoying dudes too.
Oh yeah. Big time.
I don't know. Jimmy can lead the team to the finals anymore. My Spurs need Jimmy. And, I don't know. Well, on this thing, if we could get Jimmy without giving up
a lot, yeah,
Mobley or Jared Allen. Like if we could work out some way, we could get Jimmy for like Garland, and I think Donovan Mitchell and Jimmy.
With a way that Pat Riley talking about Jimmy.
Hey. But honestly, if I'm the Cavs GM, when the season is over, whenever that may be, I'm picking up the phone. The first call I'm going to make is to the Detroit Pistons, and I'm gonna check the temperature on how they feel about Cade Cunningham, because I think we need a bigger. I think we need a bigger guard.
I didn't know if you was going to say that and go that far, but I mean,
to me, basketball wise, it makes sense. Like, you look where the Pistons are, they have a lot of players. They need a point guard. You figure you put a Darius Garland next to a Jaden Ivey, and you put him with Jalen Duren and Thompson, the guys are there. Come on, that pick and roll game between Garland and Duren, who's a rim running big. Garland also big. I think he could play his game fits more with a Jaden Ivey, who's he's actually good at playing off the ball, and he can do his thing. Obviously, when Garland goes to the bench, I like the way that fits. And same with Cade. I feel Cade next to Donovan Mitchell, they both can run point, have the ability to run the point. They can vibe off each other. Cade can play off the ball, and he's a bigger guard. So now defensively, we don't have to worry so much about the consistent mismatches. Right.
Yeah. Or exerting so much energy on that side of the court.
Exactly. The second call I'm going to make is to the Clippers, and I'm going to check the temperature on the PG. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I can see him fitting very well next to Donovan. But no, I'm checking the temperature on any bigger guard I can get, because the small backcourt is not working anymore. It can only take you so far. You can't, and it's showing in the playoffs. You look at that Orlando literally sent a lineup out on us of 6'5", 6'10", 6'11", 6'10", 6'10", and was like, deal with it. You got two guards who are 6'1", a 3-man who is 6'5". Oh, Jared Allen hurt. Your 4-man is now 6'5", and you got Mobley, who weighs $110. We're gonna put these trees out there, right? Deal with it. And that, honestly, that, like you saw, every time Darius Garland went to the bucket, he got that little lean in one hand. Dude, they was throwing that shit in the second row.
Yeah.
And you saw it affect him because he started dribbling under and doing that Steve Nash thing. Like, we can't do that anymore, man. Like, we need a bigger guard to pair with Donovan. Like, that's what wore him out in Utah. Your big signing was to go get Mike Conley. Bro, 2-6-1 guard. It didn't work in Utah. I don't know what made him think it would work for us. Trae Young. I see Trae Young out of the NBA.
Oh,
I've never been a believer in Trae. I always thought he would be an empty calorie player. And what I mean by that is he's Kyrie. And I love Kyrie. Kyrie, the only difference is I would pay money to see Kyrie play basketball. I really wouldn't pay to see Trae Young. Him coming to town is like, I'll get a ticket if I can. But Trae, yeah, he's gonna give you buckets, but his style of play doesn't lead to winning basketball. And that's why they're inconsistently not in the playoffs. Like, he can win you a game. He can look great for a game. But
not for serious.
yeah, for a season, a team isn't gonna make the playoffs because of Trae Young.
First of all, when's the last time he played a full series in the playoffs or a season?
Big facts. I did actually, and that was when he came. Yeah, it was coming into the NBA. I did NBA 2K. What season? Whatever season that was. Yeah, I had a Trae Young build. And but on that same 2K, what was my number one build? The Mamba, that Kobe build I had. The Trae Young was fun when we was playing part, but when we had to buckle down and play some Pro-Am and rec, I was on the Kobe build.
I'm sorry, Trae Young is just too much of a liability on defense because of his size. I just can't get with it. And I know the NBA nowadays ain't too fond of playing defense, but you still got to play something that you stop or slow down the opposing team, and he's just too much of a liability. Like, there's who can he guard? Like, there's nobody he can guard. And I don't think his shooting is cool, but I'm not enamored with his shooting to say that it can easily compensate for his lack of ability to guard anybody. I don't think I'm there yet. I just to me, the best thing that Atlanta could do is find a sucker that's silly enough to take on Trae Young, and to say, hey, you want to sell some?
What do you try and get for him?
I don't know. You get what you try to get what you can, but just me personally, Bobby, I just don't want him on my roster. I'm serious. I've never been. I'm like you. I've never been a big Trae Young fan because I can't with his size because he gets hurt quite often, and you are too much of a liability on defense. And people like to want to sit here and compare him with Steph. I'm like, no, Steph is like 6'3", 6'4", like, and he puts in effort on defense. He can play some defense. Like if Trey's not getting steals, what is he getting? I mean, I can leap over him. I damn sure can bully him over. So it's like,
see if I could do something here.
I don't know. I can't. Stop, Ron. Stop. Stop. Steph can play defense. Stop that. Stop. We not don't do that,
He said
Ron.
Steph can play. Oh, what did he say?
He said Steph can't guard.
Yeah.
Stop that. That defensive the Warriors had to win those championships. Steph part of that. Steph plays defense.
I'm gonna see if I can do this real quick. Oh my God.
I'm not with Trae Young just absolutely just I'm just gonna play.
I love it. I love it for those, you know what I'm saying, not in the know, you know, Big Ron. I'll show y'all what it was. the Trae Young build he's talking about. Oh no, don't make me log in. Don't do it. Just let me look. I just want to look.
Oh, Ryan, you wilding right now, bro.
Oh, it won't let me do it.
Ron
Sorry.
talking about he deaf. Nah, stop, Ron.
When I was trying to get him the Trae Young build highlights, but it wouldn't let me do it. Maybe next week.
If you could cook Steph, then damn it, you should be in the league. Stop that. We not doing that, Ron.
See, Ron, man, you see the sugar from the churros down there in San Antonio get to your head.
Yeah, I love his confidence, but come on, man, chill out, bro. Chill out. We not doing that, dog. Come on. Steph put you in a blender, bro.
All right, what else is going on? We get this dude, man, Austin Rivers. He done lost his damn mind too. If you haven't heard, Austin Rivers says there are 30 players in the NBA.
Yeah.
2 shots of Henny, and I'm a cook. I can't play a whole game, no. He said, give me 2 shots of Henny.
Hey,
2 shots of Henny in 5 minutes. That's what I got. I got 5 minutes for you.
Oh man, that was funny, dog. I appreciate that. That was good.
Yeah, Austin Rivers lost his damn mind this week, saying there are 30 players in the NBA who could play in there. Or basically, he was on the Pat McAfee show. Shout out to Pat McAfee and them dudes doing their thing. And he said there are better athletes in the NBA than the NFL, which led him to say that there are about 30 guys in the NBA who could play in the NFL. Now, with his premise, I kind of agree, because he was saying basically guys in the NBA are so athletic that in the NFL a position could be created for those guys because they're so athletically gifted, versus an NFL player transitioning to the NBA would literally have to have the skill. So he was saying basically if an NBA player, even if they didn't have the skill necessary, you could put like Anthony Edwards at linebacker and say, hey, go get the quarterback. And he's athletic enough to do that. On the premise, I agree with him. But I'm going to say it like this. As a guy who played both sports, and it wasn't me, but I'm going to say it for a lot of guys who are in the NBA, and I dare anybody to challenge it. There's a lot of dudes in the NBA because they're too soft to play football. This is period, point blank. Ask him. Dude, Matt Barnes. Matt Barnes was all-state football. Ask that man why he plays basketball. LeBron was all-state in football. His junior year, all-state in football. He got hurt. Nah, I'm good. I'm going to play basketball. So, like, it takes a certain mindset, a certain mental a level of mental toughness to play football, and yeah, you could be as gifted as you are, but if you don't have that part, you simply can't, because you can't play that game afraid. You have to go out there and be reckless. And I love James Jones coming back to him, because James Jones, career wise, you could say that James Jones and Austin Rivers are on the same level. Like, this ain't a Hall of Famer coming at you. This is kind of the guy who had the same type of career that you had as an NBA player coming at you. And basically, if you stepped on the football field, oh boy, you wouldn't make it. You barely made it in the NBA.
Yeah, he came at him on that one.
Hey, he ain't lying. Hey, so listen here, little meathead. I was a lottery pick who's already played 11 years. You played 9 seasons in the NFL. You sound salty, but bro, yeah, 9 years. In 1 year, he came back at this. If y'all haven't seen, James Jones came back at it. He's like, yeah, bro, but I led the league in touchdowns. I was at the height of my profession. I'm also a Super Bowl champion. So,
yeah,
I gotta go with James Jones.
Yeah, I'm like you. I understand what Austin Reeves is saying with the athleticism. Yeah, hellified athletes in the NBA. But there's some athletes in the NFL. I mean, Myles Garrett could probably make an NBA roster. You see C.J. Stroud and Micah Parsons be hooping. Yeah. Patrick Mahomes can hoop. Patrick Mahomes was hoop. He was hooping so good. And management had to tell him to, chill out. We about to give you this $500 million contract. You got to stop the hooping. So he stopped. But look, Randy Moss could hoop. Terrell Owens could hoop. Back in the days, Deion Sanders could hoop. There's some guys that could have possibly, if they put the same energy and effort into basketball, probably could have made it to the league.
Absolutely. Yeah. Keep going.
And then, but on the NBA side, like you said, there's some guys. Even Jalen Suggs for the.
Hey, hold on. Let's bring up the number one thing. Somebody said, "Oh yeah, Ron, I got you, brother. I got you, brother." He said, "We'll never see this tested. Basketball players with him. We have seen it tested. Heisman Trophy winner,
Charlie Ward.
Heisman Trophy, Charlie Ward, went from basically football to basketball.
Yep.
Literally quit playing football.
Heisman Trophy winner. He was like, that's the highest you can get in college. And he was like, nah, I'm gonna go play for the Knicks. And it's
Josh Allen.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally. I mean, we seen Julius Peppers play both ways in college. He played for Carolina and he played for the football team. One thing that's not good for the NBA guys is I seen that Draymond footage in that spring game with Michigan State where he tried, and it looked so good. Draymond, you look better on the basketball court. So, look, I there's some points that Austin was right, but here's where I have beef with Austin. I don't think he's ever played football, and for him to kind of just make it so nonchalant. You know what I'm saying? He made it.
Look at the one outlier. I mean, he did it.
Yeah.
You said no, we've never seen it, but we saw it. We literally saw it. It just popped in my head. He did it.
I just don't like how Austin Rivers was so nonchalant and made it seem like it's so easy to step on a football field. I'm like, nah, that ain't the case, man. Like, even there's good enough football players that don't make it to the NFL. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he made it seem like it was so easy to just step on the football field. I'm like, that's where I disagree with you at. Like, he has some points, but you just can't be so nonchalant and make it seem like, anybody can just, walk on a football field. No, man, dealing with that. And funny enough, I saw a clip with Charles Barkley. He was like, man, no, bro, I ain't doing that. Hey, let's be honest. Who's made more basketball players, the NBA or football? I'm gonna go with football. That's been trying to get hit, man. Say what you want. Y'all ain't trying to get hit that play basketball. and be getting hit all the time, every play. Bruh, come on, man. And this is today's NFL. They're sure one of the last in the 80s, in the 90s, where they were still allowing pretty much any and everything on the defensive side. Like Cass was over there getting clothesline. Like,
Yeah.
nah, man. Man, that physical part is something different, man.
Yeah. And it was like, again, I'm saying I would run. Like, I agree with Austin Rivers' prim. I would say there are more athletes, like, because you can't make it in the NBA. Like, I'm saying you can't. And it's like, it's hard to put it into, like, the amount of skill that you need to have an extended NBA career, if you are not a supreme athlete, is uncomparable to the NFL. Like, you don't have to be a supreme athlete to make it in the NFL. Like, you can be skilled, a la an Amari Cooper. He's not the most amazing athlete wide receiver, but he's gonna be able to play in the NFL as long as he can because he's supremely skilled at what he does. Obviously, same with quarterbacks. We could go Peyton Manning, Tom Brady. Most offensive linemen aren't extremely athletic, especially the inside guys, your guards and your centers. Defensive tackles, same thing. So you can get away with, even from an outside position, like corner, you can get away with being not really as athletic. In the NBA, it's more difficult on the scale of the skill you have to have. Like the threshold is probably Luka. Luka isn't supremely athletic, but his skill level is unmatched. And so, he's at or you look at a guy like, who we just talking about. Well, we're talking about the Knicks, and he's got like Josh Hart, Dante DiVincenzo. These guys aren't overly skilled, but they're athletic and their motor is just gonna, like, where in the NFL it's easier. I guess it's easier to get away with not being athletic. So that's where I would give it to him. But
I can agree with you on that because there's no way that Peyton Manning and Tom Brady are athletic.
Right, and they ain't playing. Like, if they weren't quarterbacks, they would not be in the NFL. Period.
But we knew how skilled they were at playing quarterback, and that's why they lasted as long as they did. So
exactly,
you got a point. So I can give Austin Rivers that credit. But until they get that skill down, man, they would have a hard time making it, though.
Yeah, but from a stamp, I would honestly say it's easier to make the NBA than it is to make the NFL. I think the only reason it's not,
you won't have to deal with the physicality part. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you got the physicality, but even like, I think it's because of the opposite. Like, you can't, in NFL, you really can't out athlete people. You have to, like, your skill has to be at a certain amount. Like, I could run off countless NBA players who literally only made it because of their athleticism and kind of had long careers. Either that or because they're freaking natures. Like, why is what's my boy right now? Boban Marjanovic. We'll never. I don't care how many years you go back. We'll never. He is not gonna make the NBA top 5,000. But that man is. But that man is 7 feet tall. He's gonna have a job.
True.
Like, he ain't even athletic. Like, they prove it every year. If you're tall, you can play in the NBA. But in NFL, bro, you gotta have your skill has to meet a certain requirement. If you ain't, you washed. Like, you're done. And then you find out quick, fast, and in a hurry. And they will get you up out of there quick, fast, and in a hurry. Like, I would say, because it's about the same amount of teams. We have 30 teams in the NFL, 32 in 32 in the NFL, 30 in the NBA. I'd love to see, like, the success rate of just first round picks. Because obviously the NFL, you got 7 rounds of draft. NBA, you only got 2. But I would love to see the success rate of first round picks. Like compared to each league, because if you're a first round in the NBA, first round pick in the NBA, you basically guaranteed 10-year career, whether you're an all-star or not. Like, and hell, Austin Rivers basically even said this thing. Look, I'm a first round pick. I had an 11-year career. You only had it because you were a first round pick and because your daddy was a coach.
Ooh.
You literally played 4 years on his team.
Ooh.
I think it's easier to make it like if there were the exact same amount of roster spots in the NBA, or do you know how many players who didn't make it would be in the NBA right now? It's Boban is skilled, but what is he skilled at? Grabbing a whole bag of a goldfish with one hand, one scoop.
Being big. Being big.
Here, I'm use this example. Okay, Brian Scalabrine, prime example. He won't make it to NBA top 200,000. But what is his? I'm closer to LeBron than you are to me. Yeah, but how many NFL players can say that? How many? Think about the worst. You watch football every Sunday. Think about the worst. You cannot get open on the worst cornerback in the NFL. It's not happening, bro. So it's like the equivalent. How many people can say that? But if you compare the amount of skill that the worst cornerback has, I guarantee you he's better than the worst basketball player. That's what I'm saying. This is also school. Say he was top in the country and burn. True, but okay. Even we're looking at it. Look at the two guys beefing. James Jones and Austin Rivers. James Jones literally led his profession. He's a better average dude than Austin Rivers was an average dude. And they're on the same level. And he come in, ballyhoop, and he wasn't even the first round pick. But the amount of skill that James Jones had to have that career
was something else.
Right. And Austin Rivers couldn't maintain it. And James Jones played with a Hall of Fame quarterback. Think of it, he played with a Hall of Fame quarterback, and that quarterback couldn't make him like next level.
Yeah.
Right. Like this is just the amount of skill that if you take two players who are equal, I think the NFL player is more skilled at what he does than the NBA player is. That's all I'm saying. Oh my God. No, this man didn't. And I don't even like this dude, so I'm cooking Jalen Ramsey. One shot ahead. Oh man, I'm sorry. I hate Jalen Ramsey's guts, man. You ain't cooking Jalen Ramsey. I mean, now if you pull his face mask down, sure. Shout out to T. Higgins.
Yeah, have fun with that. If Jalen Ramsey, he like, who's this Ron guy? Let me see him. Where he at?
What was the show? I missed that show so much. Remember the show? What was it? Joe's vs. Pros. You used to have.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, he need to bring something like that back, man.
You need to bring that back, dog. Hey, Ricky Williams was toasting them dudes, dog.
Yeah.
Can you tackle Ricky Williams? Nope.
Hell no.
Nope.
Oh man, but it's about that top, man. We do this all day. Yeah, we got things to do, families to get to. Fifth Friday challenge, man. Before we get out of here, man, what you got for the people?
Hey man, you know what it is? It is Mother's Day weekend, so
it is.
You can't chill with Mon Dukes. Chill with somebody that is like a mother to you. Just spend some time with the ladies this weekend. Wife, show her some love, especially if she gave you some beautiful babies. So, hey man, keep it simple this weekend, man. It's Mother's Day. to show some love to the ladies out there who are phenomenal mothers. And I'm talking about mothers. I ain't talking about check collectors because they got a kid. I'm talking about mothers. All right? You getting up all 5 days a week, get the kids ready for school. Making lunches. You at the functions and all that. Part of the PTA committee and all that. Those are women I'm talking about. Involved mothers. So not you check collectors because y'all got knocked up. Yeah, I said it. Yeah. Make it easy, man. Hey, just spend some time with the ladies this weekend, man. We gonna keep it simple like that.
I'm gonna co-sign that, and like you literally just man. Yeah, he said it earlier, man. One of my best friends, man, his mom passed away, and like you just saying that chat made me think like, damn, man. A week.
Mm-hmm.
A week, man. I wish he could have got that last family time. It's like damn, man. That puts that in a whole nother mode for me now. Like, those won't know, and I'll go saying my shout out to my man Royce Brantley. Me and his brother grew up. We had professional sports aspirations together. His mom known me since I was a baby. And his whole family, man. Even they lived next door to my grandmother. I grew up with my grandmother. Prior to his mom moving into that house, his aunt lived in that house. She loved my mother like she was her own daughter. And so I've been tight with his family like since before I was born. When I was born, his aunt passed away. She was older, and then his mom took over the house. His mom's and his pop moved in, and then like I said, his whole family's known me since I was a kid, and they're some of the people who helped mold me. And like, we hop on this microphone every week, and we have fun doing what we do.
Take your time, bro.
But yeah, like
take your time, bro.
Like the things I said last time we were on air, and losing my scholarship. Like I remember like it was yesterday. His dad is actually a pastor. He's now a pastor as well. He used to go on these church retreats. And there was one after I found out I lost my scholarship. And we're in this auditorium, and there's like 200 to 300 people in this auditorium. His father's on stage. And we trying to be the cool kids. We cutting up in the back. And at that moment it hit me like I thought I ruined my life. And I walked from all the way in the back of this arena to the stage and like broke down in his mom and his pop's arms. And they were like, bro, they were there for me so many times in my life. And I just shout out to the whole family. Royce, Young Will, Big Will. Man, I love y'all. Miss Patricia Bradley, you will be missed. You are always loved. I appreciate everything you ever did for me in my life. That helped make me the person I am. And yeah, man, I wish they could have got that one last weekend. Like, damn, why did it have to be last week? They could have got that one last family moment, had that together. But life happens and it is what it is. But man, just shout out to their whole family. I love y'all, man. I wish I could have flown in town for the services, but I couldn't. And co-sign it, man. If your mother is in your life, just spend that time this week, man. Celebrate life. Not only you, if you got kids and your mom's a grandmother, man, get your kids in there. Let them spend time with their grandmother. Like, take advantage of these moments because you never know. You never know.
Never know.
Yeah. Which time can be the last time?
For sure.
Like that's it, man. Just the challenge for that week is just this, man. Get that family time, man. Get it with who and not just whoever's alive. Your mom, your grandmothers, great grandmothers, everybody's aunties, sisters, cousins, female cousins, man. You got, man, reach out, get that time in. Stop missing out on moments because our ego's too big or family drama. Stop letting that get in the fucking way, man.
Facts. Sure enough.
Like, yeah, time is short as it is. To stop wasting it with the nonsense. So, that's what I got for the people, man. And,
no doubt. Man.
Yeah, we gonna do it like that.
I appreciate you sharing that, bro.
Ain't no doubt. Like I said, man, I mean, just like, and it's something that we always do. Like, we never appreciate people until they gone, man. Let's try to appreciate each other now.
While they're here.
Like,
exactly.
Like, yeah, when this whole flower movement started, not gonna lie, I'm a huge skeptic. I don't want to say skeptic. I guess that might not really fit, but I'm always one of the people. When everybody start doing something, like, come on, man, can we like? But when the flower movement started, man, I'm pushing. But I get it now, man. Let's give each other flowers. Let's give them flowers like over here, because you never know. You never know when you're not gonna be able to.
No doubt.
Like, and I'll use a celebrity. Obviously, something we can all relate to. Like, we lost Michael Jackson, and everybody was on that, right? Too soon after that, like, Prince went. Like how come Mike Jack didn't make us appreciate Prince? But it was like, and Prince, man, Prince, I don't care, but nobody's Prince is a freaking vampire, bro. I don't think that dude is. Prince is a vampire. Appreciate you, Ron. But it's like nobody ever appreciated Prince until he was gone.
Yeah. Like, so
let's stop doing. Let's give each other our flowers. Let's stop letting the petty shit interfere in our relationships. It's one thing to remove somebody from your life because you're not on the same wavelength or the same vibe. I get that. That's easy. It's easy to remove somebody from your life if they're just not good for you. I understand that. I get that. But to let some of the pettiness override so many relationships. You did this to me. Nah, man. Sit down and have a conversation. Get over that shit.
Yeah, talk that shit out.
And let's get back in each other's lives, and let's just do right by each other, man.
For real. That's for sure.
Yeah. Speaking of, man, I need to get out to San Antonio, man. You San Antonio now. I need to get out there. Matter of fact, let's do it now. Let's at a minimum. I'm calling it on air. You got it on the record. At a minimum, go ahead, get some tickets to next year's Spurs Cavs game, and I'm there.
Matter of fact,
100. I'm there.
Matter of fact, Bobby, you know where WrestleMania is going to be at next year?
Yeah, I was just going to tell you that off air. Yeah, it's here. I seen it yesterday.
No doubt. You already know. We gonna link up.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely gonna link.
But yeah, ask there. Matter of fact, get 3 tickets. Get one for Snow. We gonna get his ass out here, out there. But yeah, we overtime. Hopefully soon we won't be able to go overtime. Maybe some moves coming up in the future. We'll let y'all know. But outside of that, back to the use. Go ahead, follow the instructions on the screen. Hit that like button. Go ahead, subscribe. Turn your notifications on so you know the next time we are here running our miles, which will be next Friday at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. And remember, if you don't want to sit here and look at my beautiful face, you can also catch us on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, and Spotify at midnight, though. At midnight, those episodes will be available. Yep, wherever you listen to your podcast. So you can listen to us in the car on the way to work, that morning and evening commute. Other than that, thank everybody for tuning in. Thank everybody that's in the comments. Big Ron, Rod, Al. I'm scrolling the list, long list today. Shout out to everybody, man.
Sure.
And until next time, hey, what Jerry Springer said it best, and yes, I'm stealing it. Nah, I forgot what the man said. Oh, I'm so shitty. I might need a shot of Hennessy.
That Henny.
Hey, be kind to yourself. Or no, that's what it was. Take care of yourselves and each other.
Mm-hmm.
Till next time.
We out, y'all.
Peace.